Hi everybody, welcome to the Fired Up with CJ show. Today we have the pleasure of having Robyn Fritz here, and she is an alchemist, and we are going to play and have fun. Robyn is going to be talking about her upcoming class at East West Bookstore that is happening on February 28th from 7 to 8:30, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about space clearing. So welcome, Robyn.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, so tell us about your space clearing and how you go about doing it.
Well, my company is called Alchemy West, and we are about transformation. And we're about helping people achieve balance in their lives, which leads to clarity in their work and personal lives, and then a transformation in those lives. Mm-hmm. And I have been an intuitive, well, all my life. Obviously, we all are. But I've been a practicing intuitive in personal and business issues for several years, and my partner here, if you can see him, is Fallon, the Citrine Lemurian Quartz, and that's his name for who he is and what he does.
Fallon, hi Fallon.
Fallon, he's like, hello. We have a lot of fun meeting people because I call myself an MBA with a crystal ball. We don't look at being a crystal ball as looking at your future or solving issues. As people say, well, are you a gypsy? And I'm going, no, we're not a gypsy, whatever they are. But what we do talk to people about is mindset. How we create a mindset as humans in the world and how that makes a difference in our personal and business lives. And what we look at and have people look at in space clearing is looking at all life as equals to us. If we let go of our mindset as humans are caretakers and in charge of all life, it's my experience that we miss out on the reality of life around us, that our homes and our businesses are alive and well and have needs and wants, as much as weather systems, our animals, our cars, our cities, our mountains, everything. So what we do with our space clearing method is what we call space cooperating. Mm-hmm. So we teach people about it by talking to them and asking them to remember that our intuition is part of us and we've been taught to ignore it. So if you come home at night and you're uncomfortable and you're restless at home and you don't feel refreshed or relaxed, or you go to work and you feel extra stressed, or you're a retail business and people come in the door and leave right away, or you're a medical facility and your patients are uncomfortable and your staff isn't cohesive, or you're having constant arguments with the marketing staff and nobody's coming together. Those are indications that obviously we have work to do on ourselves and our personal team building with people, but there are also indications that the space you're living and working in is not as clear and healthy and balanced as it could be.
Right, so there's an environmental factor in terms of someone's overall business success.
Exactly, and your personal success.
Yeah.
So what we do is, what space clearing is a word that originated in the 80s, I think. Mm-hmm. But our ancestors cleared their space on a routine basis. And we do that when we dust and vacuum and so on. But the reality of the situation is that the space around you has a vibration. And I don't like to use the word energy because I really don't know what that means. But everybody knows what a vibration is because they can feel. Right. They can feel like electronics. They can feel the buzz. But a vibration in a space will change based on what happens in that space. So it changes from emotions and it changes from events. So regardless of how you feel, whether you're happy or sad or nervous or excited, you carry those vibrations around with you and you leave bits of them in the space behind you. Everybody else does. But what everybody forgets in the space clearing aspect is that the space has feelings and emotions too. Mm-hmm. And so little bits of it go along with you, and little bits of you mess it up. So it's like throwing, sand in a clear running river.
Right.
So what we do with space cooperating is follow our philosophy of mindset. that this space is equal to us and it has feelings, it has a soul, it has a
Fascinating.
responsibility, it has life choices. So if you came to me as a business owner or a homeowner and you said, I have this problem, whether it's haunted or whether you feel trauma or whether you wonder what was there in the house you bought, or you're selling a piece of property and it just is not selling. What I would do is ask you to give me a list of your needs and wants. What do you need and want for this space? And then I'll sit down and I'll talk with the space itself before I actually even come to help you with your space clearing.
Okay.
And usually the spaces are like, oh my gosh, they actually want to know what I think. Oh, what do I think? I'm like, okay, so that's why I do this a day or two ahead of time, so the spaces can relax. And then they tell me what they want.
Interesting. And is that with the help of Fallon, or is it?
And Fallon does help with that, yes.
Okay.
And also, we were really going out on a limb here. My condo's name is Frank, which people who know me say that that's very much my personality. Robyn's a little Frank. But actually, yes, Fallon is my partner in my work, which is adds a huge dimension to that, because some spaces are suspicious. They like, what do you want? And
Nice.
he's very much present, and he, as a being in a crystal, he's been in this body for literally thousands of years. So he adds insight to a session that isn't beyond or greater than the human. It's just a different perspective. And that also allows the spaces to communicate with us. So that when we sit down for the space clearing session at your home or business, I've come back to you with, well, here's what your space needs and wants. And then what we do is we try to mesh those needs.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to actually talk about that in the next section. So thank you so much. What
Thank you.
fascinating work. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye.